If my kids ever come up to me and ask, Dad, what's a slow burn? I'm just going to say this. This movie, The Life of Chuck, this is a slow burn. And at my age, slow burns aren't a bad thing. Sometimes it's nice to just take it slow for a little bit. I loved the first act of this movie the most. The chapters play out in backwards order, but it all makes sense when you see it. But I loved the first act because it was essentially about the end of the world, but experienced through the eyes of normal lay people and how people would react to such news of imminent doom. Like, that's always my favorite part in a movie where the world is about to end. I love to see how people would, or likely will, react when we know that the world is coming to an end. Who do you call? What do you do? How do you spend those final hours? How do you treat complete strangers on the street? But halfway through, The Life of Chuck takes a pretty sharp turn, but it's a slow enough movie to where the change is gradual and it's sort of welcome too. Like, the movie gives you one way to look at a certain thing, but then in the next act, you're forced to look at that same thing from a completely different perspective. Tom Hiddleston is billed as the star of this movie. He's also the one on the poster. But if you're going to see this movie because you're a big fan of him, you might be a little bit disappointed because he's not in it entirely that much. Though, as somebody who can't dance but absolutely loves watching people dance, I tip my hat to Tom Hiddleston for his show-stopping dance performance in this movie. And the entire tone of this movie lets you know that this is going to be a bittersweet ending. And it's hard because this is one of those movies where I have to look past whether I think it's good or not, but judge it more based off of would I willingly watch it again? And I think I would. It's that kind of self-reflection movie that's the entire second part of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. So if you're into quiet, somber reflection films, I recommend you download The Life of Chuck and watch it. Watch it maybe on your birthday or at a time in your life when you're questioning your life decisions. And as if The Life of Chuck wasn't thought-provoking enough, you might want to hang around to watch my next video where I'm going to review a movie that goes much deeper.